Hello and welcome to Knitwhim Diaries. Today is October 7th, Tuesday. It's all about 5 p.m. and welcome to the show. I'm still working on the yellow lighting problem with my new camera. Got some feedback from a few people and they said that I needed to set the white balance. And so I've been trying. The camera has a bunch of auto white balance settings and I've tried daylight, I've tried indoor lighting, I tried portrait, all those default settings. Didn't really seem to be working. I tried to do the custom white balance, hold a piece of white paper. That's the setting I'm using right now. It doesn't really look different, but we'll see. So that's what I'm working on. In other news, my in-laws are in town visiting, so that's been pretty fun. And I've been getting a lot of spinning done on my supported spindles. More on that in a second. Works in progress. I cast on a new thing. And this is the project I started for the Knit with Your Hand Spun Knit Along that Mandobug is doing on the Mandobug Crafts podcast. And so this is what I've got so far. I cast on. This yarn that I spun was one of my first finished, mostly good yarns that I spun on my wheel, and the fiber was the Manslochten from Gnome Spun, and it's that sheep with 5 horns. That's not the Jacob. That's really cool, and I really like this. I really like it's like super squishy and wonderful. I'm knitting the Laurel Hat by Brooklyn Tweed. It's pretty much my all-time favorite hat pattern of his. I've got a T-hook stuck in my yarn. I don't even know where that came from. Anyways, I love this hat. I've knit it 2 other times before, but I'm gonna have to frog it because it is way too big on me. And this is the same problem I've had in previous times with this hat, and I kind of just forgot. It's basically being held on by my circular needle cable and not by the yarn itself. I got gauge, but the pattern calls for you to cast on 120 stitches, and my head just isn't that big. So I'm going to frog it and recast on. I'm probably going to just delete an entire repeat of the pattern from the hat and cast on like 90 stitches or something. I've done it before. I just have to go back to my previous project and look at my notes and see how many stitches I cast on for that hat. And so, whoops. Oh well. I didn't get very far. I just did an inch of ribbing in like the first 2 charted rows. So, oh wow. Then here's on the baby sweater. I haven't finished it yet. I thought I would have finished it last week, but I got to the part you knit the body in the round, and then when you get up to the armpit, you do short rows and you knit front and back both sides, and then you sew the shoulders together at the top. And I got to the part where you sew the shoulders on, and I wasn't sure if I was doing it right. I sewed one, and then I haven't sewed the second one yet because I was concerned that maybe I had misread the pattern. But I think it's good. I think it's where it's supposed to be. So I'm in the process of picking up stitches for the first sleeve. I really only have to do 2 sleeves and then I'll be done. So super cute. I've already picked out buttons. Ooh, I should have brought the buttons to show you. Oh well, next time I'll show you buttons. I went to the store, I went to Joanne Fabrics and picked out buttons. So there's that. Spinning works in progress. My spindle is way over there. So far away. So far away. Oh no, am I gonna be able to get it? Am I gonna be able to get it? Oh, success! Okay, so I've been working on the poonies from Gourmet Stash. Just to refresh your memory. Ooh, what's all this stuff? These are the poonies. And, ooh, there's so many of them. It was 1 ounce of gorgeousness, and I've been spinning them on my Tibetan. And this is about how much I've gotten done so far. So that's really fun. Oh, why are you going to sleep on me? Don't go to sleep on me. Ooh, there's a zoom. Oh no. How do I unzoom? What did I do? What am I doing? Oh no! Technology is so scary. Anyway, so yeah, spinning it really thin, and I'm gonna chain ply it. So I don't know. It still might end up waist weight chain plied, or maybe light fingering. We'll see. So I've been working on that, but I had to take a break from spinning on that project this weekend because I got a new spindle. So I've been a huge fan of Spanish Peacock for a while, and it's really hard to get hold of his spindles. I did get a Russian spindle from him last year. I'm in a D-stash. I'm always stalking his Facebook page, hoping maybe to grab another one. So he vended at a fiber festival recently, and did not sell all of his stock, so he's been slowly uploading like 5 or 6 spindles a day to his website. And he posted on Facebook a picture of a bunch of Russians and was like, hey, these aren't going on the site today, but if you want one, you know, send me a shout out. And so I did, and he still had the one I wanted, and it came in the mail yesterday, Saturday, I don't even remember. So gorgeous. It came in this adorable box. Check that out. Isn't that perfect? I'm gonna keep the box and use it to store spindles in because it's the perfect size and shape for a Russian spindle. I'll do that later. So this is the spindle I got. I've already managed to slightly damage it. I was taking pictures of it on the cement and I kind of dropped it. So there's like this tiny little like chip in it. It's just chip in the paint. It's not smooth anymore, but it's not broken or anything. So it's gorgeous. I just don't feel like you can see the colors clear enough. It's blue and amazing, and I love it. And it's the perfect partner to the Spanish Peacock Russian I already have, which is this one. I'm spinning a bat on this, and I'm spinning at lace weight, so it's taking forever. And I have 2 bats, so perfect. 1 bat for each spindle. Ta-da! I'm really excited about my new spindle purchase. So of course I had to spin more on this one because I didn't have nearly as much on here. And I wanted to take pretty pictures, and you could still see the leader yarn on the bottom, which is like this gross white cotton thread, and so I had to spin to cover the whole shaft because I'm OCD like that. So yeah, that's that. I'm super excited. I'm so sad that I dropped this already. I'm such a klutz. I mean, it's just like this little white spot where it touched the concrete. It's like, grr. Oh well. So, yay. I don't know. Okay, so that's it for knitting and spinning. Now, on the dyeing front, Amanda came over yesterday and I was hoping to start more dyeing. I bought a turkey deep frying setup in the hopes to use that to dye instead of my crock pots. And it's this huge setup. Do you see it? 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 My wonderful pro photography skills. It's a propane. It's set up on a propane burner, but I assembled it yesterday, and I assembled it incorrectly. The propane won't stay on. So like you hold the button to turn it on so that you can light it with a match, and you're supposed to hold it for 30 seconds and then let go, and the propane is supposed to stay on and the burner is supposed to stay on, but I did something wrong and it won't stay on. So I'm gonna take it apart and try to figure out, okay, I think I know what I did wrong. I have a random spring that I forgot to put in. And as hard as it is to believe that one spring could be the difference between it working or not, I kind of think that's what happened. But ultimately, even though I'm gonna take it apart and try to get it to actually work, I'm kind of regretting this purchase because I was talking to my dad about it, and you know, with the propane burner, you're not supposed to use those indoors, and that includes garages. So I'll have to go outside to use it, and it's gonna be winter soon. And my dad is like, well, why don't you get an electric burner? An electric burner, what a wonderful idea. Why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I think of that? The other thing is that, in addition to it being not working and having to be used outside, this pot is really way bigger than I actually need for dyeing. I forget what it is, but it's big enough to hold an 18-pound turkey, and it's insane. So I'm gonna look into maybe getting an electric burner instead. I don't know how much they are. This wasn't that expensive. It was like maybe $50 or $60. So if I end up not using it, I'll be a little sad, but not the worst waste of money I've ever made. I have a horrible impulse buying problem, so definitely not the worst waste of money. Now, some people have already told me I should try to return it if I'm not going to use it, but I don't know. Like I've already assembled it, so can I return it? Can I like try to repackage it and take it back in? Plus, I don't even know if I still have the receipt, so I'm not even sure returning it is an option at this point. But we'll see. We'll see. The only other thing I have to say for this episode is I went to Tivana for the first time on Sunday, and it was amazing. I love tea, and I've been brewing loose leaf tea for a while now. I usually just stick to green tea because I'm boring and green tea is awesome. And I just have like this little mesh tea strainer that you put the tea in, and you just set it on the mug and you pour water over top of it. That's what I've been using to brew my tea. And I got a gift card to Tivana for my birthday. I I'd never heard of them before. They're owned by Starbucks. So we went in, and which means that my gift card doubles as a reward card, and you can reload it, and you get points for buying stuff with the card, and it's just like paying with cash. You put money on the card, and then you buy with it, and then you get so great. Anyway, so I went in. It's amazing. They have gorgeous teapots that, of course, I want. My husband's going to buy me one. He wants one too. The people who worked there were super friendly. They seemed to really know what they were talking about. I think they must be sent to some kind of 2-week tea academy before working there, because they knew what was up. Tea is kind of expensive. The teas I got were about $14 for 2 ounces of tea. So that's expensive. It's definitely a luxury item. It's definitely not like if you just drink a lot of tea, you're probably better off buying normal cheap tea. But it's so good. It's so delicious, and it's definitely a nice treat. It's definitely a nice treat for special occasions. And I also got a Teavana tea brewer. It's plastic and amazing and wonderful, and I think I'll probably record a video of me using it because it's that entertaining for me. At least for me, I find it entertaining. Hopefully I'll do that, and hopefully it will have been the opening sequence with the music and stuff, but no promises. No promises. So that was awesome. I spent like $76 there on tea, but some of that was gift card. Some of that was gift card. Not all of it was for me. But I got the tea brewer. I got 3 types of tea. I got the Jasmine Dragon Pearl. I think it's Jasmine Phoenix Dragon Pearl, which I love green tea, and of all the green teas, I thought I would try the jasmine one first. Then I got these 2 teas that are meant to be blended together to form another tea, and I forget what they're called. They've got long involved names, but they're amazing. And then they sell these rocks, sugar crystal things, and they claim that they taste different than regular table salt, and also that they dissolve differently. The employees claimed that normal table salt would like make the tea taste syrupy, and that I'm saying salt, but I mean sugar, that this sugar wouldn't do that. I'm not sure how true that is. I'm going to be experimenting. I'm doing the same tea with regular sugar and this sugar, but it was only $2 for 3 ounces, and I was already spending a gazillion dollars anyway, so I just went ahead, just like, go ahead, fine, just add it to my tally. I'll buy some. We'll see. You know, it's always better to try yourself and see if you like it, and I don't think I would be buying more of the sugar crystals in the future. The other thing is that you buy the tea, you have to get a tin to store the tea in, and they're like $6 a tin, and so it's expensive. But once you have them, you can bring them back and refill them. You know, once you run out of tea. So the trick is to only go back when you run out of tea, and to not be like, oh, that other tea smelled good, I want to go buy that, but I haven't finished the tea I bought, so I have to buy a new tin. So they were having a buy 2 get 1 free deal for the tins that store the tea. So I got a total of 4 tins. I paid for 3 and I got 1 free. And now that I'm thinking about it, I should have gotten another one and gotten 2 free, but whatever, it's fine. I wasn't thinking at the time. But yeah, so that's great. The first day, so backing up, I'm actually really sensitive to caffeine, and my doctor says I'm not supposed to be drinking it. I don't care. I need something. I can't go on this no alcohol, no dairy, no caffeine, no chocolate diet. I need something, so the tea is staying. But the first day, I with the same teaspoon of dragon pearls, I brewed like 8 16-ounce cups of tea, and it never like got less strong. It was amazing the whole time, and oh my god, my eyes got that like sandy, crazy, like you've been up all day, like itchiness, and like I was getting these heart palpitations. It was like beating like erratically and quickly, and oh my god, I was so jumpy and just like caffeine. So maybe I shouldn't drink that much of the dragon jasmine green tea. It's so close together, like that needs to be 1 cup an hour, maybe like 2 cups a day max. But that's the really hard thing, is that you brew the tea and you know that the same tea leaves are good for multiple brews. But I live in Georgia and everything molds. So I can't just be like, well, I'll brew the tea and then I'll leave the tea leaves in there overnight and then brew more tomorrow, because they will not be good tomorrow. They will be moldy and it'll be disgusting. So that's why I had so many cups, because it's like, it would be a shame to just brew 1 cup and then throw out these tea leaves that I know are good for multiple uses. So I had to keep doing it like until I burst at the seams from caffeine. So anyway, that's my rant for today. So this is the super awkward part where I want to turn the camera off, but I don't have a good way to conclude that tea story. So to summarize, almost done with the baby sweater, frogging the hat, spindles, and yeah, I hope you have a good week and I will see you again soon. Bye.